What's going on, everybody? Today we are here with Matthew from Zander and the infamous duo Whak Mo.
Let's go. Thank you guys for coming though.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you, guys.
No worries,
Yeah.
no worries.
Alright, so we want to start by asking you the question, why is fashion important to you?
That's a big one.
Yeah.
I guess like for me right now, I guess it's the main form of like expressing myself creatively, especially with like Zander the brand itself. Always had like an artist background, just being creative with like whatever medium I was doing at the time, but yeah, like fashion right now, it's pretty much my main focus creatively, so able to express myself that way for sure.
When you first walk in the room, what does anyone look at? It's like what you're wearing.
Yeah.
Like that's like based off like anytime anyone walks in the room, you could tell from just how they're dressed, you could tell so much about them.
Also, like how they're feeling, the expression.
Yeah, it's like you could always like it's like first it's like what they're wearing and like you could tell if someone like, oh, this guy's cool, or this guy's like this, or he likes this, he likes that, like off of what like they wear. So like that's based like first off, like fashion is just like you have to wear clothes, so you might as well just make it cool.
It really ties into like how you feel too, which is crazy.
Bro, I walked into class on Monday, my fit was like fire, and I felt like, you know, like even the way people were looking at me, like I knew I was the shit. It's like, so like off of like that, it's just like, I don't know, clothes just make you feel a certain way.
Like it's so true.
Everyone probably relate to this, but I swear everyone in this room is like, we're connected by fashion. We all know each other through fashion.
Right.
And
That's
culture.
actually crazy.
Literally everyone here.
Brings people together.
It like brings people together, yeah.
100%, yeah. It's cool because like you see people from all different demographics of life come into the store, and it's like we all talk about fashion, sneakers, vintage clothing, streetwear, like headwear, accessories. It's so cool, like.
It's illegal to be naked, so you might as well.
Might as well dress fresh.
You might as well just make it fly, like if you have to do it, you know.
Well, it's like you're saying though, like with like some of the international students that come here, they don't even speak English, and then we can just connect over clothes. Like I'll show them something and be like, yo, but you know they don't speak English, so it's like crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's very true.
Crazy.
I love my clothes.
You guys clothes. Actually, Matt and I met because of clothes. He worked at a skate shop here in Hamilton. My girlfriend was actually working there as well. And I walked in, and this guy, something about him. We walked over, had a conversation about Dragon Ball Z bait. Told me he likes Supreme. I was like, yo, we have All Time Attire going. All Time Attire was on this before Omnes.
That would have been like, I don't know, like
2014.
Yeah.
Because that's when you were first starting Zander.
2014, that was such an influential year. Fashion was like, it was a Kanye like season one.
Music too.
Music
and
it's
fashion
like
crazy.
Yeah, man.
That's true, because 2013 when Yeezus came out, so 2014 was when he was starting like going into like Yeezy like deep and like trying to get like move away from like the shoes to like big clothes and stuff.
Because that was the whole photo shoot when we're standing like that, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like that was inspiration for your photo shoot.
Yeah, like my first like big collection is definitely inspired by like Yeezy season 1 and like the whole like just like military like aspect of things.
Yeezy season 1.
That inspired a lot.
Like the whole game, Yeezy season 1 is like from like the people that like worked on the show to like the people that like modeled the show.
Man, this is
to
the
like
feeling.
After the show,
you get from looking at
it was like
it's
Yeezy season 1. When
Yeezy
season 1 set the tone, cause like the models like Ian Connor.
What's the one with Ian Connor and he's wearing that yellow fuzzy jacket?
That was at in New York.
That's
Yachty. When he dropped out like a Pablo.
That one.
Yo, Young Thug.
Yeah, Young Thug was sitting there.
Yachty was up there. Yachty was there too. That's
oh my god. But Shaq West was there too.
Shaq West was there. But season 1 literally set like streetwear becoming like fashion. Season 1 literally set the tone.
Yeah.
Cause like from the designs of like the shoes, like Dimna, the creative director of Balenciaga right now, helped design like the first shoes. Jerry Lorenzo, like all of Virgil, all of them are like in the.
I watched a little thing of Shaq West, and he was saying that he helped Kanye also with some ideas, but he was saying how like he gets stuff from everywhere, and he's always changing.
Yeah,
right?
it's like
So
even
just like
like
little picks. Of
you know
everybody's-
like Kerwin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kerwin Frost, he like did the packaging of the Yeezy Season 1 invitations. That's how deep the shit
I know,
goes.
it's like everyone that
It's like everyone that's like
worked on
right
that
now that
show.
like it's like
Bro, but take this in. This is Hamilton's own shit like that. Because like,
facts though.
Yo,
like,
for real,
facts,
no,
though.
100%. Because if you like, we can idolize like Kanye for sure and Yeezy season, but like if you really look at like what we have here, it's like
It's the start of something.
That's
bro, I
the that's
truly
the
believe
no
it.
no and I feel like that's the important like that's what is
Yeah.
like important about it because like if you see with like Kanye, I fuck with Kanye, but like you see with all of them, like from Kanye, Virgil, Matthew Williams, all of them, they all started together, so they
Small.
all grew together. So like
Yeah.
they all got to the point they got to together, which is what is happening here, where we're all like in the I guess beginning
Yeah.
stages
Yeah.
of like going like up to even all from Travis Scott to like Virgil
They're
to
all
like the
connected,
ASAP Mob to like all of them. They
Yeah.
all like that time they all grew. They literally grew up to like
Yeah.
where they are right now together. Which is
Yeah.
like I feel like the point we're all at right now.
How do you guys find like ideas for stuff like when you're like creating? You guys got anything that like?
Boss man.
Yeah, like for me, honestly, the way I look at it is you got to keep like an open book, like for getting influence. Like I can draw influence. The easiest thing, if you're making clothes, the easiest way to draw influence is from like past clothes, whether it be like vintage clothes or like designers you're into now.
References.
Yeah, but then you can draw influence like, let's say you're designing a graphic and then you see like a cool sign, like some garage. Like you can draw influence from that, or even just like frame of mind if you're listening to like a podcast and you hear someone say something
Oh, that's
interesting and like you like
Yeah,
subconsciously that like translates.
For sure.
Because I remember listening to this, I think it was Joe Rogan, and then they were talking about like how Elon Musk, like those Teslas, like how he wants to make the Teslas and have like the thing that charges like solar panels like, on the car, so like the cars could charge. And then off of that, I had an idea like, what if there was a garage that was all glass, so like this, so like you park your car
If you
in the
chill in there
garage,
and
and
charge
like
it.
the sun
Crazy.
comes directly in and charge, and like off,
You
I
could
just
think
got
of,
that,
like,
yeah, off of
Whoa,
like
yeah.
listening to like that. So like
Yeah.
I feel like you could get like inspirations from like everything.
Everywhere.
Mhm.
Like
That's so
anything.
Sometimes like we just think of something that's funny, and it's
No,
like,
for
oh, we
sure.
should do that because it's funny. Like
Yeah.
it's not. Some people, I feel like some people try too hard to like try
it
to. Like,
blocks the.
Yeah, it's like
creative-
just like-
when you
Yeah.
try hard, just like live, like
Just
just
like
live,
live,
like,
like,
because it's
let
like because it's like also experiences too help like the
Life
to
experience,
influence
for
things.
sure.
Because like what happens to you probably never happened to him. So like that would like mean something to you in a way you would see something
Make
and
it
like
then.
translate
Mhm.
like what you see to that experience and help you make something as opposed to like just. So it's like if you force it,
Yeah.
most of the time force shit never works.
No, never, bro.
It might work for the meantime, but like in the long run, you just like don't.
Yeah.
Bro, it's like when we opened the store, like, I wanted to open it so bad from like a long time ago, man. Like,
I swear, like when this guy wanted to open the store, I'm like, yo, how is that even possible? Like this guy just had this like thought,
bro,
and I was
it's
like,
because I went away on vacation and I'm like, I want to live a life that I can do this all the time, where it's not like me,
That's
like,
insane.
like, this is how I want to live. On the ocean, I'm looking out and I want to be able to like just travel as I free and like live my life, right? And I was like, okay, how can we do that? I'm like, I'm working for a company. I won't be able to do that if I'm working for a company. I have to take days off. I'm like, okay, I have to work for myself. Steve and I already had Omnes running. As soon as I got back, man, this guy is very smart. He is very like, very firm. I feel like Steven has to see it. I knew
Very
if I
calculated.
Yeah,
very
yeah,
calculated,
I
very
like that,
calculated.
I like that.
That's why we
But
work
I feel-
perfectly.
Yeah, I feel like that's why you guys work, because like there's one person that like has to see it,
Yeah.
and like there's someone that like comes up.
Calculates.
Yeah.
you know what's
Stop.
crazy though? We were talking about earlier is like energy for sure, because it's like if Mario was like, yo, Steve, like I'm kind of thinking of opening a store. He was like, no, yo, let's open
We're
a
opening
store,
now.
and I'm like 100%, let's do it.
Yeah.
Like, cause if he was like 50-50 on it, you feel
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
from
yeah,
someone,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
yo, I
yeah.
kind of want to open a
That- yeah,
store.
maybe
It's
we
like,
will
You're not sure, so I don't.
yeah,
I
but
don't
like
know.
his energy, I was like, okay, I see that. Like, I don't even have to have like.
Which
real
is like a
shit.
fire thing. Which is like what I like. It's like if he was alone, he probably wouldn't be able to do that, which is what I feel like.
Oh, I wouldn't.
100, like, which is what I feel like most people out there always try to do. They always want to do everything alone, or like whole baby like their ideas and be like, oh, this is mine, I'm gonna never let. But it's like that never like it. You can't go far. You can only go so far.
Yeah.
So if you think about like the whole movement of like streetwear, like how it became a thing, it's like think about all the people that had to start.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Like all the people that had to start to like make it something and then go off to like do their own like like different like things. But like they had to come together to like build. So it's like always it's like that's the always it's like why I believe Zander would be one of the supremes of his time is because of the everyone that has come together or is willing to come together to like build it to like get to that
Make
point.
it what it is.
And it's like if you want to build something, that's the best. I think of anything in the world that has been built to like that big.
Page, right?
Like you have to come together to like build it together before you get to that point, as opposed to doing it on your own.
Yeah.
Because on your own you can't do everything.
And I feel like people like to support stuff that means something. And
Yeah.
also they also like to support good things. I feel like with like a lot of brands, they're almost doing stuff just to like make clothes. There's no really like thought.
It's like
with
for me,
Zander,
it's
man.
one thing.
As soon as we saw Zander,
You can feel the
You can
feel
feel
the
it.
passion behind
There's
it.
one thing that doesn't
You
make
can
sense
know.
to me. Like
It's passion.
I'll never understand why people do stuff just to do. It's just like why. Like there's already so many clothes.
It's
on
so
the
like
planet.
the planet is dying. Like the
Yeah.
ocean is full with shit.
Like it's
so
so
why?
much.
So
like,
why are we making more shit to feel?
It's like-
it's like if you don't have a, if like you don't have a purpose or like if you're just doing it just because.
Yo,
you probably
that's
should.
crazy.
Like think about it. Like
Think about
it's just
it's
like
so much shit out there.
there's
It's
so
so much.
much.
So
It's
might
like-
as well make something that's
that
gonna
means something
affect
exactly,
someone.
or like that is gonna translate something as opposed to just pumping shit out.
out,
Because
it's just like,
it's
why?
already so much
It's
shit.
just forced.
to
You
be
can feel the
honest,
energy, right?
like I don't know, if I was starting from scratch right now, I'd maybe not even do clothes, probably not. I like I don't know, I wouldn't be so passionate about something that everyone wants to do, everyone's doing. Like the way you look at clothing now, it's like the market's like completely saturated. Like there's t-shirt brands left, right, and center.
I mean, but
and
then
there's amazing brands that you've never even heard of.
yeah, and
all
it's just
over the
covered
place.
by this bunch
So
of like
it's
shit.
yeah.
It's like,
but that's what like I always tell anybody like says that because I'm like, it's cool that everyone is doing it now, but like in 5 years it will all
Yeah.
like
just
it's
watch.
it's
Like the
that
people
for-
that last.
Yeah.
the people
And
that
like,
last
that's
because like
all
nothing is. I feel like
100%.
nothing comes like nothing is easy, and then there are the people that would.
It's like if you have
if I was
passion,
doing this for,
you
if
love
I
it,
loved
you're
if
gonna
I
last.
love it, I
Yeah.
would do
You
it
won't
past
burn out,
this
like,
obstacle. But like if someone that is just doing this and they hit the obstacle, they're like
maybe
start
I should
there.
try something else. Maybe I should
Yeah.
try
Find
and
something
do something else. Or like, be like, but it's like if it's not like authentic, it's like authenticity 100% translates every every.
Do you feel like that's the key though? Like, is that the only way to succeed if you're like truly passionate?
Yo,
Yes.
for sure.
Yeah,
it doesn't
That is
matter,
the
yeah.
that's the only way.
So that's what
If-
separates.
it's like if
Yeah.
you truly care about something and like it's like
People can
if it's
feel it.
authentic,
You
people
feel
can
that.
feel it.
People can
It's
feel it.
all about energies.
yo, like about maybe like 2 years ago or even a year ago, this guy posted a story. He said, "Happiness is a mindset, because you could have nothing." And I really took that story in. This guy. You
I'ma
remember
tell
that
you-
story, bro? You remember what it was? It was
Remember?
someone like you could be rich but you're not happy. Something like that. Anyways, in that field.
I'm gonna go into that. Like
Mhm.
I feel like I have the mindset and like the experiences like I have because like I lived in Nigeria. So we lived in Nigeria for like the first 15 years of our life before we moved here. And like what I've noticed from I feel like that's what gives me like the drive and like makes me want to do something is because like I have seen the like poorest people on
Yeah.
the street. They have nothing. They're like they're poor,
They're
poor,
happy.
and they don't have a like they are just like they don't have a worry in the world. Like they are not worried about anything.
People
And then you
feel
come
bad for
here
them.
and you see people
Crazy.
that like have all these things going for them,
That's
and then they
that's
go
wild.
like they're losing their mind or something. And it's just like, do we ever like sit down ask ourselves like why? Like there has to be a reason for like this to happen.
Yeah,
like
it's like baby step, bro. More money, more problems. Right?
Yo,
it's
that's
like
actually
it's
so
literally
true.
like
It's very
it.
true.
But like I feel like
it's not even like the money. I
It's
feel
kind
like
of disconnecting.
It's
like,
more of like it's more of like doing, having a purpose or doing something like you makes you happy. Because see, that's the thing. If money becomes the driver of anything, when you get that money, what is driving you?
Yeah, exactly. Like the richest man, Bill Gates. Like you told me, he wears New Balance. He doesn't want anything else.
Yeah. It's like
I feel like Bill Gates, like look at him, like money doesn't drive him. Because he has all the money he can
He has
use.
so much
And
swag.
he's still doing
Bill
it.
Gates, bro, you can't. It's Bill Gates.
Yeah, that's
And,
what-
like he's still doing
It's like,
stuff.
it's like,
So
if you let money drive, because it's like you see that with most of all these rappers, young Lils, whatever, like all these Lils, the Lil this, Lil that, like they're rapping and like they get the money so fast, and then it's like,
And then they're trapped. And then it's
which
like
is
that's
another
it.
thing. Which is another thing about like getting stuff fast. Which is one reason why like I don't understand why people like instant gratification.
Bro, sorry. There's a saying. Some people are in a rush. It's not a race. It's a marathon. You gotta last.
exactly, the
If
whole
you-
game is longevity.
It's like
that's
what-
the whole reason why we're doing it. It's like Nigo. Think of how long Nigo's like career has been,
think
and he's
about
still
it.
going.
it's fast.
But then,
Yeah.
but then it's probably people that like started even after him, but like they just like washed
It's
out.
even like Pharrell, the Drakes, the
Dope,
Kanye's.
Pharrell.
It's like Jay-Z.
If
Like,
Those guys have
even-
been working.
Timeless.
Been
And like
working.
Virgil,
still
like,
working.
he's at like I don't know the pinnacle of fashion in terms of like the youth like looking up to someone. Like people don't realize how long he's been working.
He's
been
been
working
behind the
Like,
scenes. Like you said,
Like, you
behind
got
the
off
scenes.
when he collabed.
Yeah.
Like,
We did us in this one like fashion like podcast like having this argument of like how people always say Virgil's like shit or like Virgil's like not a good designer. But then the one dude said that like really like spoke to me was like we're watching someone at the height of their career make stuff. It doesn't mean anything right now. Look at what he's doing or what he's done in 5-10 years. Then it will make sense what he's trying to do. Because he's not giving you the full message. So it's like you're judging someone while they're still on their journey. They're not even done what they're trying to say.
Yeah.
So it's like at the end of the journey, then you could have he's shit, he's not a good designer. But I promise you in 10 years, no one will say that about Virgil.
Why would anybody say that like now?
That's the crazy
Some
thing.
people,
too.
I feel like it's more like the purists, the people that like love fashion too much. That like, oh, like he's not a good designer. But like, what I feel like Virgil has done is bringing people, regular people that have no concept or no idea of like what fashion is, and like putting them on in like, oh, this is another world that like these
That's
people have just
crazy.
left
It's
for like.
literally another world.
Yes, it's like I feel like he's like a modern like translator to like show people, oh, this is the other like part, because like fashion is like the people that were into it before
It's
absolutely
elitist.
start.
It's like so like classist.
Yeah.
It's like if you have money, which is why I love what Virgil does, because it's like I feel like before it was like, oh, if I have like money, like that's the only way I
Then I
could.
know fashion.
That's the only way I could rock like a Louis. But like now it's like kids on the street that are just like Louis Vuitton is cool, like it's like fashion. So like he broke it down to like be like, which is one thing I really like. Like I feel like one idea I really like is having quality for everyone, which is why vintage clothes are so cool. Why? Because it's like these are clothes that were.
I know, like it was
made.
clothes that
And,
made like
properly
50
years
years
and
ago.
like they have like they were
And like I
shirts,
could, I could sit down now and like look at that and appreciate it.
Bro,
But it was
I
made
didn't
like
even know what
years
It
this
was
ago.
made like years
But-
ago, but it's like for regular people to have that, which is like which is what Kanye like was always trying to do. Which is even think about the iPhone. The richest man in the world has an iPhone.
Jeff Bezos has an iPhone. You have an iPhone.
It's like
Same thing.
it makes
It's like
it like
putting like beautifully designed objects in like everybody's hands.
Yeah.
So like
That's why Apple is so good.
yes, and
Wow,
it's the same
that's
thing. And
crazy.
like I was watching this Kanye West interview and he said this thing. I've probably said this like a million times. But like it's like if you walk into a room with someone wearing $3,000 Celine shoes and you're wearing Nikes, do you feel any less than that person?
Bro,
But
some
everyone
people-
has
yeah,
Nikes.
some
Think about
do.
it.
Good
Some
design.
people will.
Yeah.
But like some people will feel less. But
No, I feel like not really, because it's Nikes.
and a lot of people won't even know those are Celine's.
Yeah.
Oh,
And it's
I
like-
feel you. I know
Like,
what you're
I
saying.
feel like
Yeah,
you would
yeah.
feel like, but then it's the same way as if you walk into a place with like H&M sweatpants and someone's wearing Celine sweatpants.
Yeah.
Obviously, you feel like shit because it's just like, oh, this person is like,
Yeah.
but like,
But does that make someone better than someone? Like
No.
what? But people are caught
No,
up
it's
in that
perception.
mindset, yeah.
it's
people are
perception.
which is
Yeah.
one reason why like I wish people would just calm down and like see. It's like the same thing as me. Like I don't like almost all the clothes I have are from the thrift store. But if you can dress, you can dress. Like, it doesn't matter if
all perception.
I have like because you notice that like there are people that have like millions of dollars, and I could put money on it that they cannot dress better than me, but they have all this money.
Yeah.
That's what.
So people have stylists and stuff, right? 'Cause they don't know.
Exactly.
They don't know how to dress.
And it's like it doesn't like money doesn't matter. Like if you and another thing is like confidence. Like if you're confident in because like I could literally wear anything. And I'm the coolest person in any room I walk into. Like I don't care what anyone has to see.
Yeah,
like
we're literally having the conversation about like the feelers. I was arguing with this one girl, not like an argument, but like we're having a conversation of like why I thought the feeler disruptors were shit. We're having a conversation about why I thought like.
What did you say?
Well, I said I didn't like them. Like my own reason for not liking it. It's not because of it's because I literally seen the lifespan. So I seen the shoe from the runway when Demna did it. The timeline. So I did from the runway when Demna showed it in 2016 because he did it for spring summer 17. I think that's when the triple S's came out. So I seen but they show a year before, right? So I seen it from 2016 where he like did the fashion show with the shoes, and I literally seen it go from there. And I was working at Zoomies at the time, so I literally seen it go from the runway to like. To me, it was like bastardizing good design. So I just seen it go from the runway to like become that thing where like people are buying it just because they think that would make them something. Like they don't even care. But then I was having this argument with this girl, and she was telling me why she liked it. Yeah. And I couldn't say anything. Why? Because she was so firm and confident in how she told me she liked it. And I just shut up.
Yeah, because it's what they like, right?
Yeah.
But do you feel like because you said it was introduced like a lot earlier, right? And this was like known as like a fashionable shoe back then, right? Yeah. But do you feel like the translation went wrong somewhere? Because you're saying you like Virgil because he brings like things from like high fashion and then he makes it accessible to everyone. So how is this shoe different?
Affordable.
In the terms of like
for
how
me,
popular it is?
it's like I feel like I like design so much that like I just didn't like.
No.
It was like
it's a money grab for the company. Those shoes were made 1960.
They were made in like the 60s.
They were made like 1962, 1963.
Yeah,
so like, how convenient for you to bring it out when like it was a money grab. Like money. It's not even that wasn't translation of making something that like accessible. It was just like this is what is hot right now. So I'm just pumping out.
The thing is, I don't understand about like fashion trends. Like, isn't fashion like? Don't you think it's about like being you and like being different? That's why do you want like how the Thrasher hoodie was like like off the charts, but like everyone was wearing a Thrasher hoodie. So like, cause I always felt like, because when I was younger, I would always shop at the mall because that was the only thing that was like available at the time. And then I would show up to the first day of school and like 2 other people got the exact same T-shirt as me, and I'd be like, "This is the last time I'm shopping at the mall," and like that's what led me to shop on Karma Loop actually. Karma Loop.
I don't know. I have no idea what that is.
Karma Loop is like
Plunder the discount site.
Yeah.
Plunder.
There's also like there's Jack Threads.
I remember Jack.
But yeah, like Karma Loop, Karma Loop is insane. Like if you like look into Karma Loop,
so
like what happened to them.
Oh yeah,
like,
what happened?
Well, like so, I guess like to explain Karma Loop, it was an e-commerce website, and it was probably the biggest like website to buy streetwear. They had everything 100%. From like Obey and Crooks and Castles, and we also have to keep in mind. Obey and Crooks and Castles at that time were the pinnacle of streetwear and fashion.
Bro, grade 8 logo?
Yes.
That was the first book. That was for us.
Yo, that was the BOGO.
That was the BOGO.
Inspired from a BOGO.
Yeah, so like...
Yeah, it's so strange.
And then they had smaller brands. Like the hundreds.
That's a great logo.
Diamond.
That's a great design.
Diamond was there.
Dope. That dope brand.
Yeah, dope.
Oh, you remember Fly Society? The little
Fly
plane?
Society.
Oh, I remember I went off on Karma Loop, man.
DGK was like
DGK was really
on there.
LRG.
Like
Echo?
No.
We can get into Echo after. There's something like interesting about Echo.
Echo was crazy.
At one
point,
early 2000s.
So yeah, like Karmaloop, they're at the pinnacle of fashion, and their CEO at the time, like, he was like definitely like an entrepreneur. So he said like, yeah, like what's next as like a businessman, as an entrepreneur, like what's next? Like clothing, e-commerce, like that's just isn't it. Like I need to like expand. So he decided to invest like almost like all of his money into Karmaloop TV, which was going to be a digital platform online. And it was ahead of its time.
Wow.
Like
Yeah,
he
that's
invested millions of dollars into this digital platform, and it failed.
Yeah.
Because I remember when that I remember Carmelo.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like it
Yeah.
died.
And that's when that Carmelo died though.
But exactly, because he spent all of his
Right,
money
right,
on
right,
Karmaloop
right.
TV, but like, what came to be is like Complex,
Yeah,
Heist Nabai,
that's crazy.
Hype Beast.
He was a little
So he
early.
was right.
Yeah, he was like
he was
right.
right.
Like, he was right.
If he kept going for,
bro.
if he had money to go for longer.
But like,
oh my god,
but I know-
Complex is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally. But
That's
like,
crazy.
But that would drive
Yeah.
me crazy though. Like think of how
Yeah.
like that
Bro,
for
bro,
think of how
Flat
shit
spot?
Oliver feels.
Ahead of its time, man.
That's what we were talking about, man.
Bro,
That's
Flat
crazy.
Spot, man. So there was a store here in Hamilton. I think you remember it.
yeah.
Bro, I only went to Flat Spot because nobody knew about it, and it was downtown. It was like the mall situation. I went to the mall. I was wearing Aeropostale. Everybody had it.
Trevor, shout out to you.
Shout out to you. You're coming next.
You're
man.
next.
Flat Spot, man. I found them, and they were like homies. You walked in there, and it was like this. It was just like homies. I go with my mom and my little brother, and they would treat us like gold, and it was just like, I'm coming back here next week. Man, after that, it just kept on rolling. Flat Spot was so dope.
It was ahead of its time though,
Ahead
because
of
they
its
had
time.
like, because right now like the SB, the Nike SB.
They had
is like,
SBs that are $800 for like they were on sale because nobody wanted them.
It's just the trends though. It's like,
That's the
Yeah.
trends. That's the future. See, and
I
that's
love
the
that.
like. It's like also like the. What was I gonna say? I forget. Sorry. It's like I don't know what sound to
It's
my
okay.
No, this is
Let's
good.
take
Yo,
a break right here for a sec.
I was like, yo, Chris Brown has threes. I want to grab some threes. So that's also like
Influence.
a young mindset too, and
Yeah.
influence too. So
It's the
is that
same thing,
bad?
you just-
I don't get it.
Not really. I feel
Because
like
that's also
I feel like it was the same thing with like cowboy boots. Like I seen Luca
Those
Sabah
are
wear
fire.
it,
okay.
and I'm like, oh, that looks fire on him. I'm going to try it. So like, what I do is like I try it. So if I tried these boots and they didn't look good on me, I never wear them again. But I tried it and I'm like, oh, this
You like it?
kind of look. Yeah, I
mean, you
actually
feel
like
nice
it.
too.
Like I love the way the shoes look. Like I just love. Like I could stand right now and just the way like the pants like sit on the shoe. Like I love the way it looks. So like I'm like, oh, and it looks good on me. So like
Yeah.
I'm gonna just wear it.
That's the thing too, yo. Like people knock you down for like being influenced by someone. Like, oh, yo, I seen like Drake wearing that. Like, you know, like if they're passionate about it, it's like that. Like influence drives everything. You know what I mean? Like this is the reason why you're wearing those.
Yeah.
But it's like, yo, bro, like why you?
I seen
copying,
someone
like,
cool
like,
wear
like,
it. And it's like I like this shoe. Like I could tell you why I like these
yeah,
shoes.
but people knock that. That's not.
Yeah,
I
but then
know.
that's the thing. It's like I feel like knocking that is just like ignorance.
Yeah,
'Cause
you gotta be influenced.
Everything is nothing like kids popular culture we find cool right now. That wasn't influenced by Kanye or A$AP Rocky or
Yeah.
like if you think about it,
Everything.
it's nothing
Yeah.
we find
They
cool right
influence.
now. From like music to like it's those people that like have influence.
Brands.
From think about Tyler the Creator. Tyler the Creator literally raised the whole generation
Yeah.
to like
he made
pink
Supreme.
and like and like to like the color pink and like it also like
dress like themselves.
dress
or
like-
be like you.
Yeah.
You just be like you,
His
bro.
message
Like,
yeah.
is pure. It's good.
yeah, and it's
Yeah.
like we're all influenced, so like you can't knock someone for like
That's what I'm
being
saying.
influenced for like by something, because
Mm.
we all are. Whether you know, whether
You have to be moved
whether
by
you,
something.
whether you decide to accept it or not, it's like even if you're not influenced by famous people, your parents influence you. Your
Yeah.
parents influence the way you think. Your teachers influence the way you like view stuff. So it's like you know.
Oh yeah, like we had a conversation before this about you and your father. How you were like, oh, if he didn't care about me going to school or pushing so hard, you'd be like, oh, okay, then I'll relax and I'll do what I want to do.
Yeah, yeah.
Influence
it's
is huge.
like,
with
influence
anything.
is but all
Like,
influence.
Oh,
like-
Shawn, you remember you and we see each other in the halls, bro? Yo, nice kick, Shawn.
Yo, the Supreme backpack.
It would just.
Like,
we guys have
that's
known
the thing though.
each
it
other
connect-
for a while.
Yeah,
Very
since
nice.
high school. Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the thing is like you're saying influence, like what you're influenced by, like you end up like wearing it shows because fashion is expression of like within, right? So because Mario was wearing like Jordans or whatever, like we connected before we even spoke. That's the thing you're talking about, like first impressions. That's why I believe fashion is like, it's important to be true to who you are, because if like you can see this sometimes, like you'll talk to them and it's like,
and it's like
you can it's like
you like the shoes,
that's
okay, no, you can I literally don't want to have this conversation anymore. It's like which is what I'm saying, which goes back to like the authenticity. Don't do stuff because other people are doing it. Do it with like a purpose, like have a reason. Because it's like if you see someone wearing the, like for me, if I see someone wearing this like CDG play, I'm already turned off. But like from what you said also gives me a new perspective. Right. Why? Because I'm already turned off. Because my own belief is most of the people that wear those shoes are, because I've come in contact with so many people that they're just like that. Like they don't know nothing about it. They don't know anything. They're just wearing it just because everyone's wearing it, and they think it like makes them cool. So it's like fashion. Just like fashion. It's like, oh, like I'm fashionable because like I'm wearing this. So it's like off of having experience with so many people like that, I'm already turned off to it. But like that's a new like perspective to like see like, oh, maybe that's like a gateway for like them into like
get them interested.
Get them into like, which is like, because we all evolve. Because there was a time I found like Thrasher. I feel another thing is like why I also tried not to knock is because I like Thrasher hoodies at some point, but like I evolved from there to get here. Exactly. So like maybe I'm here and they're still here. So like they still have time to like.
It's also hard when like you look at Comme des Garçons, it's like Comme des Garçons we hold in such high regard. If you look at Thrasher, we look at like Thrasher itself at such high regard, but then it's like these like smaller like intangibles which like reaches like the masses, and like there's a connotation of like it being like a meme, like an inside joke, and also we like there's a connection between like almost like cheap like consumerism mentality behind it as well. I feel like that's where a lot of like that negativity comes from when you're like looking at like those like products. So like there's a lot of things, like there's a lot of variables that make it is what it is, but then at the same time it's like I hold Comme des Garçons in such high regard, but I would never wear those shoes. Right. So I don't know. It's an interesting.
It's very interesting.
It is.
Because thinking about what like all the things Rikawa Kuba has made, or like all the things that have come from like her, and like this is what they appreciate. Like from everything, all the things this woman has like this.
They work too hard just for.
But it also goes back to what we were talking about before, how it like that item hit a point where it's like Nikes too, where it hit a point, or like the iPhone, where it hit a point where these people can have it, these people can have it. The CDG Converse collab, it's where everybody can have it.
Everyone.
It's like the Yeezys, right? He wants to make them accessible to everyone. Like,
I mean that's the whole goal of like.
That's his goal.
That's his goal, to like make it like the.
Because I'm like the Jordans of our time though.
The Yeezys.
Yeah.
The Jordans of our time.
For like
for
the
sure.
kids now.
For sure.
Like Yeezys are like what Jordans wear in like the 80s, I'm guessing.
Yeah, because I was having that conversation with the customer. I was like, Jordans are nostalgia, but he said within like 10 years,
those
Yeezys are gonna be because like all the everyone
kids,
like touches
all the cool kids.
Yo, Whak Mo, you guys born in Hamilton? Or not born? Like you guys like lived here? Like when you from Nigeria?
I moved from Nigeria 2015 to Mississauga.
Okay.
And I lived there for like a year and a half-ish.
And
then I moved to Hamilton. And I am so happy I moved to Hamilton. I hated it though, bro. I hated it. I was like, I was so like livid, like when we had to move to Hamilton because like in Mississauga, like Toronto, like what they think of Hamilton is like farmland and like white people. So like when we
got
first
it wrong. They got it. And I'm happy about that too.
Because
we're gonna pop and then be like,
because
Whak Mo from Hamilton and Zander.
Because when we're first moving,
were you born in Hamilton?
No, but I pretty much grew up here almost my whole life. So.
Of course,
It's like when we first moved, everyone's like, bro, like blah blah blah, and I hated it for the first like couple. But it's like I am so lucky and so like blessed to have had that, because like what is like happening here is like the birth of like something. Toronto can never.
No.
Toronto can never have what we have, because like I go to school in Toronto and I can notice it's just like mad, like pretentious. Like people that
It's the same.
like people that are doing stuff that like they feel like they're doing something, but it's like
They're not.
Do you feel like they're lacking originality in Toronto? Like, do you
yes.
feel like a lot of people just
Yes.
feel
100%.
It's clout.
Yeah.
And most of it is like clout.
The
But like
originality
why
is
I really like
lost.
it here, why I really like it here is because it's nothing to do here. So if you're interested in this,
You care.
have, like you
true.
care.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's like it's like you're not just doing it just cause it's like cool, cause no one cares. Like it's nothing. So like if you're really in the fashion shit or like people that do like fashion, which is why I feel like Hamilton is gonna be like the like
Brooklyn.
Yeah,
when
New
it
York.
comes, yeah, of like when
Like
it
when
like
New York
pops up,
was and-
of like when they're talking about Canada, they'll look
Yeah.
at like Hamilton because of like what is like growing here, like what is like breeding, and I love it so much because it's the scene is so like connected.
Yeah.
Bro,
It's like-
Hamilton is very special though because like for an example, Metallica came in '89. They didn't even go to Toronto. They only came to
Some
Hamilton.
bands would
Oh,
just go
that's
to
crazy.
Hamilton.
Yeah.
They have a big music scene in Hamilton.
That's crazy. Because see, that's what I mean. It's like what is happening. It's like, and I love it so much because it's all like everyone that's like into it, like acknowledges and like kind of like respect and like helps to push like everyone, which is why.
It's very communal. Like
Yeah.
the support is there. Like when I started Zander, like the love and support. Like I was literally nothing and no one. Like had one T-shirt and like 2 hats, and like people were like already buying into that. Yeah, I had like a T-shirt and like 2 hats, and I literally like I saw like bigger picture what it could be, but like I had to start from somewhere, and like the fact that people were so like supportive and bought into something which like it like didn't make sense. It, like to me, like why would you just buy like this hat or this T-shirt?
Yeah.
You know, but it just comes back to like the city and how like it seems like everyone's so supportive and like so communal, like everyone's like together, you know what I'm saying?
I feel
And,
that for
like,
sure.
I don't know, for Zander, like if it started like anywhere else, like I honestly believe like Hamilton, like Zander is where it is now because like of Hamilton and like how communal and like how supportive it was. Like
Omnes too, man.
Yeah.
100%.
I feel like we grew like quick, like, and like it did take of course like a lot of work and like a lot of resources and a lot of different people like playing their part and like helping out, but yeah, I just felt like it, like Hamilton was like it was like gave me the opportunity to do something. So
That's really cool,
Yeah.
man.
Very special, this city. Because like people are very, like you're saying, supportive. People, I feel like the city wants to see someone get as big as like you guys are saying. They want to see that, so they're gonna help get you there.
Yeah.
Because I would, man,
Yeah.
like, you guys believe it's Paulo, I believe it's Steven. Steven is gonna be that music artist that is gonna Hamilton.
So Steven. Him?
Oh yeah.
He makes music?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know
I'll show you guys. I got
I'm
you.
like,
Yeah,
yeah, that's crazy.
I didn't know
Like,
that.
I'll show you guys.
but like I know, like that's why I feel like the city is so supportive because we all want to see it. We all want to see that like, oh, he's from Hamilton. That's why everybody's supporting like Shay. I feel like because it's so like he's from Hamilton. We feel a relation.
Yeah. It's
He's
like,
you know.
it's like someone that's from here is in the NBA.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
they want the
Why?
pride to be like from Hamilton. Like I feel
Yeah.
like that's like it's starting to become a thing because like
Yeah.
Omnes and Zander, it's like we're proud to be from Hamilton now.
Yeah.
And it's like you want to see that because you feel like you're a part of it, kind of.
That's a huge thing. It's like feeling a part of something is huge. So it's like, you know, not everybody can be like a leader. You know what I mean? Like, it's
Yeah.
crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it's nice
Like,
to be
that's
like
really,
feel
like,
a part of
a part of
something. If
something.
I'm wearing like a Xander hoodie, I'm like, damn, I see
And
what
I feel like what we have here is something because like even like I go to Toronto and then I meet some people and they're like, oh, I thought you were like a downtown kid. I'm like, bro, you know I'm from Hamilton.
Yeah.
And they're like Hamilton and they look like that. I'm
Yeah.
like, just watch.
yeah,
It's
it's
coming.
like real.
Like just watch, it's coming. So it's cool, it's fire. I
Yeah.
like it.
Like Zander, it did like we have established like a Toronto base there, but like a lot of people like from Toronto, they just assumed it was like a Toronto brand started in Toronto. So
You gotta kind of school them.
But that's also kind of cool because it's
Yeah.
like, oh, they think it's so cool.
Yeah, I think it's
Just
so cool.
hide it.
Yeah, they think it's so cool that's like
That's
part of
sick.
this, but like we're not. We're like.
and it definitely has like Toronto influence for sure.
Yeah.
Like and like I want that. Like as much as Hamilton is home, like I do want like the
Toronto
the
base, yeah.
Toronto base, and then like long term it's like I want this to be an international brand. Like we have it, like I don't know, I've shipped like everywhere, so like the fact that I know like someone in like London and like Switzerland and Australia is like wearing Zander, it's mind blowing to me. But I feel like there's still so much, like I've only scratched the surface with like Zander and like what it can do on like an international scale.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, just going back to Hamilton, like it all starts here.
Yo,
Yeah,
Literally,
just-
it just all
It's
starts
just
here.
dope, man.
There's so many like talented and creative people. Like someone was just asking about that. Like, is Hamilton like a good place to like start a brand? And like my response was like, yes, just because of how communal it is, and then
It's the best.
People
place.
support
Yo, that's what I'm about to
It's the
say.
best
It's like,
place.
yeah, you almost don't want to tell them. It's like, yo, this is
and,
spot.
and then it's like, not only is it like support, but then it's support by like creative and talented people.
Yo,
It's like support by like Omnes. It's support by like guys like Paulo. It's support by like guys like Whak Mo. You know what I'm saying? It's not
your
just
homie too, Korea.
yeah, Paul Blanco.
Yo.
Yes, sir.
Yo, he's doing big
Guy
things.
blew up.
Yeah.
He actually
was
no,
in,
he actually
Vogue,
did.
Korea?
Or no, Hypebeast
Hypebeast.
Korea.
Hypebeast
You
Korea.
know what's the name of that dude?
Jack Harlow.
You know Jack Harlow?
Yeah.
The new
He
kid
produced a song on
the
tape
album.
that dropped last night.
way.
What? I'm like, what?
Yo, our homie loves Jack
Jack
Harlow.
So-
That's like the new like.
He's the new
They
kid.
It's a new
did
kid in the
for
block.
the Travis
I know.
Scotts in Korea. They did like a huge like press release and like commercial for it, and he like produced the soundtrack for like the commercial.
Hamilton.
Yeah, like
It's
Oh,
so
DJ
crazy.
Smokey?
Yo.
It's so
Hamilton?
crazy. Because before he dropped his first listing, I remember being in Matthew, like, he literally came to Matthew's house to pick up a
And
rhythm.
played. I think
And
he
played like a couple
some
songs.
No
for that.
way.
And I'm like,
that's just like it's.
I like
now-
the songs,
now
I can
the guy's
remember
on
this.
world tour.
I
It's
know,
so
it's
crazy
like,
because we're sitting down on the floor in the basement, like
I know, it's like
sitting
we're
The
there.
coolest
there.
things come
That's
from
what
the
I'm
city.
saying. That's
and
what
it
I'm saying.
might
It's
be
just
like
cool.
that forever. Like,
It's just
you know
cool,
what I mean?
yeah.
Like Shay. Crazy.
It's sick. No,
What, do you
that's
guys know of DJ Smokey?
No.
No.
Yeah, like I know of him, like his
Yeah.
name.
Yeah.
So.
He produced something on Cozy.
Yeah.
Yes, no?
Yeah, he produced for Rocky.
That's
Basically, he
crazy.
worked for ASAP.
Which from Hamilton?
Yeah, and
he stays in Hampton, like
yeah,
reps
he was
Hampton.
here today. He was here today. Just chilling.
That's
But like nobody knows about it. That's the thing about Hamilton is like
yeah, it's like this the sickest,
like
sickest-
hidden
sickest
gems.
but like
stuff.
people
Don't know.
have no
They have
idea,
no
like,
clue.
who those are.
Like when people come in here, be like, oh, this is something in Hamilton. It's like, it's not disrespectful, but it's like if you look deeper, you'll find that like Hamilton is behind so much like cool
Yeah,
shit.
so much cool shit.
Yeah.
Like, no one knows.
Yeah, 100%.
But nah, it's the city. Those fire.
Mhm.
It's fire.
You say you wanted to talk to us about music?
Mhm. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, like how would not your music taste, but like how would music like help? How has it inspired you guys to like not only be yourself, but like to create?
It's everything.
Mhm.
Music
That's
is
everything.
everything. Like music is like it's like life. I don't know. Like for me, I feel like I have.
It's the fuel.
Yeah, like for me, I
Fuels.
have a kind of like listening to like Watch the Throne, and like listening to like these people like talk about like life stuff. It's like, bro, like I I need this life. like I don't know what this life is, but I need this life. And like music is just something that's like,
It's very motivational sometimes too.
think about the first time you heard like a song. Like think about the first time you heard like this particular song and it just like touched you like this like. In this
I don't know what
way.
it is. I know,
It
like,
moves you.
I don't know what it is. Like, I like music.
Also, it's
I
tune.
can't even put-
It's tune. It's a frequency. Like it makes you feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it makes you.
No,
like,
music is life.
Yeah.
Music is life. Like that's why I say like with like the, and I feel like for me like I love music so much that like I always want to be like
a part of it.
A part of it.
So I'm like, I have to do something.
cause
in
it's like
music.
cause like I can't sing, I can't sing, like I can't rap. But it's like with music, it's like how we do like the music videos and like stuff for Paulo. Like that's my own like
Contribution.
to like, yeah, to like be
Contribution.
to like be
You wanna
a part
contribute, yeah.
of like
Stuff
of
that,
like music, and it's like it's everything. Like it's fine. Like it's like it's so cool when you know you're a part of. Like as I say, I believe Paulo Leon is gonna be one of the like when you're talking music, it's gonna be one of like.
That's
the
amazing.
names.
I watched the video, the gym,
Win or lose.
the video,
Yes.
and also like just the way. It's also how you hold yourself up. If people don't want to be behind you, if you're.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if
Yeah.
you know, if you have the confidence.
Yeah. Yeah, and I feel like one thing that's special about that kid, the work ethic.
He literally just sent us a
This
new
dude
song
sent me a song
yesterday.
and like
Like
it's
he's always sending.
it's so beautiful.
music
It's
and
like one
just
thing I love about it is like to be a part of something that like I know for a fact. Like it's no doubt in my mind that this kid would be like one of the biggest.
He just makes
like,
it different. For me, one reason why I respect him too is like it's just different. Like for me, I love doing new stuff and pushing boundaries. Like if you're doing something that didn't exist before, and you just believe in it so much and just keep doing it, I feel like that's how everything is made.
Yeah, that's how every new thing is born.
Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, and like you keep going, and it's just like, yeah.
And like just the way he puts music together, I've never heard anything like it. But it just strikes a chord with me of like I don't know what it is. I'm
I
just
just
like
it's the shit I said like Gampton is so cool. It's like when I first heard his music, I was like McNabb. It was on a
we're literally about to go.
we're about to go on the bus, and he
go.
played it for me. It was on a Saturday night. I was in his house the Monday morning.
And I thought it was some kid from LA
And
when
LA, when I
I first
first heard it. So like
I
I just
thought it was some kid from LA,
couldn't-
and I was like, what? Like
I
once I
just
found it was from
couldn't
Hamilton, like the
believe it.
Monday morning, like I had him Saturday, Sunday, the Monday morning outside his house.
Like I
was like, I wanted to see like where is this coming from?
It's coming from. And
It's
it's just
like,
a
bro,
small
like,
corner in his room.
in his room,
And it's just
really
like it's like, bro, this is the biggest artist. I have no that like this is the biggest artist of our generation. I could tell you that with like full confidence and like pride. It's because the music he makes is like all your favorite artists. You could hear the inspiration. It's not them though. You could tell it's not them, but you could hear. He sent me a song yesterday, and he was like, it's like Kanye West, Frank Ocean, or Sweatshirt, like all infused in like one, but like it's not them, and it's just so beautiful to me. I don't know how to explain
He
it.
did some cool stuff with them, with like the Frank Ocean subreddit, and then like the posters.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Please.
The
please
posters,
say
I
about-
remember
Please,
that.
please talk about like that.
The posters was
So talk about the subreddit.
yeah. So I did like a meme type, and like put his song behind the like some meme type video, some slow song, like someone is sad or something. And I put it on Reddit, and like someone like replied like, oh like who is this? Like what is this? And I don't even know who this person is or where this person is from. And I'm like, I just find that so cool.
And it's like they kept coming back like 14 days after.
Yeah.
Have you found who
Have
this
you
is?
found who this
And
is?
like they kept coming back to like be like, and so in Toronto I'll be hanging out with people, and like I play a bunch of songs.
I've literally, this is crazy. So this is when I first went like U of T, and I met this kid, cool kid. So like, I went to his door and I'm chilling with him, and we like the same type of music. So I play music, and I play Kanye West, Frank Ocean, all this shit, and I'm like, let me see, I'm gonna put Paulo Leon. So like, I play Kanye West, Frank Ocean, Blood Orange, and then I put Paulo Leon next. And I watched this kid pick up his phone and Shazam it. I don't tell him I know this kid. He Shazams it and he goes on Spotify and he's like, why does this kid have 155? I'm like, oh, it's just my friend from home. He could not believe it.
That's crazy.
He could not believe it.
No,
I'm
it's like it's not like it happened once.
It
Like
has
it's happened
happened.
so many times that it's like I honestly believe like it's something. Cause it's like
Start putting it over.
Because it's like I've played it for people, and like you could see, because it's reactions. It's how people like react to stuff. That's how you know it's something. Like I've played it for people, and they're just like cannot like, what is this, or like what is this? Like when you find, because people always want to find that new thing, and like this is I was the first person to like find it. Like this is like so like cool shit.
And it was interesting because when we did the posters for him, so for the album like marketing, we printed a bunch of posters and put them downtown Hamilton around. And then this is like months after November when Zander had the show, because we did this July. We did this around like July, so like November when we had the show. I met this one kid came, and like we're talking to him, and he's like, "Oh, like what do you do?" Like, so I'm like, "Oh, like just do creative stuff, whatever." And then I showed him posters. I showed pictures of like the posters we did, and it's like, oh, because he said when he came to the Zander fashion show, he was looking at Paulo, and he's like, I know this kid from somewhere, but I don't know where I know him from. He's seen the poster down there, and I'm like, what the? To me, it just didn't make, like I couldn't believe that like it actually like was a thing. For me, like I just feel like that kid's going somewhere. That's just how I feel.
And I need to hear more shit like that from Hamilton. Because I feel like the people that make, no disrespect, but like the music in Hamilton is like, there is good music, but it's hidden under heaps of like rubbish, in my opinion. It's gems. Like I know people here have it. Like I know there's people here that have it. But like,
what's rubbish? Like,
subjective to me. Subjective to me. It's just like people trying to be something that they're not, or like trying to like portray this kind of like you're making like trap songs, but like that's not really you. So like I could tell like that's not you. So like it's like why are you doing it? But like you think it's like what is gonna pick up. So it's like, but it's like people that are doing shit through. As I say, authenticity always wins 1,000%.
Yeah.
So it's like, and when you find cool shit like that, it's just like. It's just crazy when it's just like a bus stop away from you. I don't know. It's like, think about how hip hop was in New York, like when it was coming up. It's like knowing it's just like a bus stop away from you, or like it's just like wow, like that is like insane. I like,
and it also gives you motivation. Like, I can do that.
Yeah, it's like
wait.
This is one of the reasons. This is one of the main reasons why we did that art show, because it was like, I was 19 at the time. I was like, I wanted to use that as a point. I just graduated high school. I'm like, if I that sat in the same classroom as you can say fuck it, rent out a space, do an art show. I'm just 19. There's nothing you cannot do on this planet. Like it's one thing I want people to understand.
When we fucking opened the store, man, like that day after, or like, bro, I fucking posted a little quote.
Bro,
and Justin said,
I always say, like I cannot believe it's like 20, 21, 20, like how old are
21,
22.
It's like 21, 22-year-old kid.
I couldn't believe it.
It's like
I couldn't believe it. Like
People don't believe it. I was
know.
in Mexico talking with this guy. He was like maybe 28. He had his own little kid too, right? I was telling him like what we do. I showed him the page. He was like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "This is your store?"
Shit like that is
He's like,
so
bro. He asked me this. He's like,
forget something.
He's like,
Yo,
he's like, how do you do it? He's
it?
like, how are you guys doing it? And I'm like, stop. And I'm like, how are we doing it? And I'm like,
we're just
honestly,
doing
man, we're
yeah, like
just
it's
doing
just
it.
like
Yo,
you
I
don't
wanna
have
ask
an
that about you
explanation for
guys,
it
like-
half the time.
Like Matt, especially you, like, do you guys ever like stop, try and think about like, wow, look what I've done, or do you just keep on going? Because
I bring up a point like I told Matthew, like he always says it.
you gotta
Like
congratulate
sometimes I
yourselves.
sit down in his basement
Bro, I love the
and
basement.
I'm like,
man.
bro,
I
that's
fucking
the
love it.
spot.
What's that wooden
That's the
table with all the grids,
spot.
bro? I'm like,
That's the spot. When I have a house, I'm recreating that room in my house, like dead ass. Like I'm recreating like that. It's like
Energy.
and
You
it's
don't
like
even know, man.
and it's like this, which is one reason. If anything, I fucking like this guy. Like I respect. Like it's like I have a different level.
Wait, that's what I was saying. It's like we were in the basement the other day, and I sit down and I'm like, why do you fuck with me? Like I asked Matthew this. I don't understand. Like it doesn't make any sense to me. Like this guy owns Zander. Like why does he fuck with me? Because I don't feel like I do. Like I honestly don't feel like I'm doing anything. I feel like I'm just living. Like I'm
it's your
not.
mentality. Like we talked about it today. You weren't there. Remember what I was saying, bro? You have to surround yourself with like-minded
People like
people.
this.
Bro.
Otherwise,
Bro.
They're gonna bring you down.
they're gonna drag
Bro,
you.
I
You're
always
gonna
say
feed
that.
that
It's
energy.
It's like, which is what I love about like the community thing. I'm sorry, it always goes back to that, but it's like even the art show we did, he paid for the space. Like, it's like your friend sees what you're trying to do and believes in your idea so much.
Because what?
He-
Because the
And it's like
It's what I keep asking him.
and it's like
I don't know.
don't make them over and think, bro.
I like he like paid. He's like, okay, if you guys want to do it,
Of course.
I bet I'm a
Yeah, so like, I
It's
guess
like
what
if-
happened was I didn't want to say anything because I don't want to like.
No, it's like if you surround yourself with people that like see what and like believe in like. It always works. I don't know. Go. I don't.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I don't even know. Like, yeah, it was just like they had this idea, and I was like, "This is such a great idea! Like, it's amazing, and like it proves a lot of things, and it shows people like what's possible for youth and like people like around our age." But then I was just like, I don't know. Like I had to see it happen, and it was like. For Zander, like I don't know, like making clothing is amazing, but like I felt like the whole point of it was opportunity, experience, and like meeting people, and like I didn't make Zander for like money or like necessarily the clothing itself. It was just like for opportunities like this to happen.
100%.
It's like that's what Zander was. It's like Zander, it literally allowed me to meet like the closest people in my life. Like these two guys are like the closest people in my life. If I never made that first t-shirt or like did that first show or like make that website, I would have never met these guys.
That's facts.
Would I have ever met you guys?
Yeah.
Like, it's
crazy.
It's crazy.
Insane, because I would give up all the money in the world to like.
To just have this.
Just to have.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like it's like
That's
the
where it
money
comes
doesn't
in.
matter. Like
Yeah.
it's like I don't care. Like I literally go to Matthew's house in the basement and I'm there like every day. Like I don't care about the money. Like it's like money doesn't even matter. If there's money, cool. Like I don't like. That's not what is driving.
It will
me.
come. If
The
you're
money
passionate,
will
it will come.
It will come. That's what I always say. It's like it will come eventually. So it's just like
Enjoy
it's like,
it right now.
Let's live and like.
If you think about money, it won't come.
Yeah, exactly. It's like let's live and keep doing cool shit we think is cool, and then when the money comes, we're just doing cool shit. We just
Keep
have
on
money.
going.
That's
To
the
do
difference
more
now.
cool shit.
The only difference is that we have more money now to do more cool
Yeah.
shit. So it's just like we're just like living and like just
Yeah.
like doing. But no, I fuck with this guy. I fuck with this
I
guy.
fuck
Is like
with Matthew
the-
though. I kind of can't.
no, like all
I
respect.
think about it a lot though. I
Like,
do
all,
not
like,
understand.
it's like-
Even when people like be telling me, "Oh, like you guys are so cool. You guys dress so cool." I'm like, okay, like yes, I know I dress good, but like it's just like I just don't get it. Like why do
we
people
could
fuck
all
with me? Like I
do
don't
it.
get it.
Like I feel like I feel like that's one thing that boggles me is because like I don't think I'm anything.
I know.
Like I literally believe
Like-
everyone could do it. Like everyone. Like I am crazy enough to believe that everyone could be celebrity.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
everyone has a personality.
Yeah.
It's just like a give. It's like no one person is. The only thing that separates some people as special from the other is that they just like decide to run with
They
what
know
they
they
have.
are.
I mean,
Like they just run with what they have and like they just
Believe in
accept what they
themselves.
have and run with it. But then most people like don't.
Oh, like
It's like the filter, right? They're like
Yeah.
unfiltered,
And they're like, oh,
unfiltered,
yeah,
and
I
they're
can't do
themselves.
it.
I feel like people can
themselves.
sense that.
It's like, and people like let all these things like
This shit is all
go
like
debunk them, and now they're like a watered down version of themselves, and it's just like
and it's just all about like the confidence. Goes back to like clothes and like why you like fashion. It's like think about if people believed in themselves already. That's already a given. Then you have these cool new Nike shoes. How much more does it push your confidence, right? As opposed to like if you don't believe in yourself, but then the Nike shoes
it's
gives you
giving you confidence.
So like you're like, but like if you already believe in yourself, so like you're here, the Nike shoes give you confidence.
Yes,
but like
sir.
you already believe in yourself, so you're here, and then the Nike shoe now adds to it. And
So that now, so now you have even more.
More
So now you be like, oh
confidence,
shit,
like
now let me
on top
do
of
this.
the fucking world,
Yeah.
you know, it's just like
Goes
so
back.
much shit, man.
Yo, I don't think like we take in how special, like, for example, this moment is, like, for us to be here right now. Because
shit
it's
is
like, yo,
real.
take this in. Like, for example, like, say years are past and you've got this beautiful brand that you've created and you're rich and famous. It's like, how will you feel then? Like, you'll look back at this one and be like, yo, I should have been like, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta really enjoy, like, what this is right now. Because, like, sometimes,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
when we got people in the
Can't
store,
go
like,
back to it.
I'm like, yo, people are in here supporting us, and it's like,
You're like,
we don't think about it too much.
Yeah,
That's
it's
like,
like,
yo, this
yeah.
is crazy. Like, the fact that someone's wearing, like, bro, I seen someone dripped out in Zander, like, head to toe. And I'm just like, if you really sit back and think about that shit,
it's the same thing when I get like
crazy.
photos of people like that wear like the merch from the show.
Mhm.
I just sit and look, and I'm like, I don't really
You gotta
know
take that
this
stuff
girl.
in, because it's the little stuff that.
But she's wearing a shirt that I sat and like.
No, it's not even that sad. I made a shirt with my face on it.
Yo, that's crazy.
It's like,
Bro, we were thinking about, man, because we wanted to do a shirt with our face on it, and we were tripping like, yo, people are going to be wearing us, you know, we're like, no, we're not going to do it.
it's like, no, but to me that's the whole idea. Like that's
dope,
why,
yeah.
like that's
That's
the
what we thought
idea,
it was
like the
dope,
idea
too.
of why I put my face on a shirt is because how crazy can you be to put your shirt on the face?
Yourself.
Bro, that's what, we are crazy, that's why it's
think
so
it's like
cool.
how crazy can you be? It's like,
That's why we're here, because we're all crazy.
Yeah, it's
bro,
like you have to be crazy enough to believe in yourself.
It's like
enough.
that's what you self-obsessed.
You can't listen to anybody.
Like
Because
it's
if
kind
we-
of like
we
can
wouldn't
you
be here right
so
now.
obsessed with yourself to run out of the room and put photos of yourself in there? Like, can you love yourself that much?
It's like it's
People
like if
don't.
you- people don't, and it's like if you
don't.
could do that,
You
like
gotta
you
love
could
yourself.
take over the.
It's not even. It's not even like
think
a
about
cocky
it.
thing.
Think about
It has
it.
nothing to
Think
do with
about
pride.
it. Think about
No,
it.
yeah.
Maybe bad example, but like someone believed in them. Hitler believed in himself enough to convince a whole.
No,
country.
that is a good example though, because that is so true.
Extreme.
He
like
had the confidence to say,
Enough-
this is what we're doing.
This is like
We're
believe enough.
doing it right
now,
Yeah,
okay.
it was like, oh yes, that's what. It's like
they like defied morals and ethics and everything. And it's
I
like,
know, and
yes,
it's
we're
like-
going to kill people.
and it's like
because
and
this
it's
guy
like
wants us.
and it's like it's like
It was Sebastian I gave that.
because it's like one thing is like
example.
if you believe in
Which is
yourself,
crazy.
it's like one thing. It's like you believe in yourself and convince people to debunk everything that they believe in. We could do anything.
I know.
Come on. It's
If
like
a-
it's
if
like
a human
it's like
being can do
it's
that-
like if one human being could convince people to like debunk like values and like
And
morals that they were
morals,
taught, like they were taught since they were kids, and they put that under your own belief just because you were confident enough. You gave them reasons that probably didn't make sense, but you said it in a way that would make sense to people, that they put that above their morals.
like back
And
to-
it's like, bro, we could do anything.
Yeah, back to like what you were saying with the energy that like I had when we're like, yo, we're doing it. You're like, okay, we're doing it, right? It's like
Yes.
we need to have that
Yes.
energy and mentality all the time, because like you're saying, we could do anything we want to do.
Anything.
You want to be the top artist,
You could
you can do it. You want to.
anything.
My brother, he wants to, like he's painting Air Forces. I'm like, man, that's just the beginning. You're gonna be spray painting
could
this
do
wall, and it's gonna be like.
anything.
Yo, it's also perspective too, because like picture like some kid, like maybe like back home where you're from. Like imagine it's his fucking dream to be here and paint shoes, make customs for people. So it's like if you don't really think like perspective, like it's crazy.
And it's also like
It's
it's also
crazy.
like, and I feel like it's like another thing is like what we're doing is so
Crazy.
special. I don't think like we even take it in enough how special what we're doing is. Cause if a kid in high school sees you guys now, it's like what? Like they are like it's like
I could do it too.
it's like I could see myself in you. Like if you're doing this, like it's like I could like we could all like
It's relatable, so they
yeah, exactly. So it's not that crazy. So they're not seeing Shawn Weatherspoon do it because he's in a way bigger. They're seeing people that they know or people like they went, like people that live in the same. So it's like, bro, if they're doing and they live here, like what, you know?
Look what you
Like if,
picture what you.
I
can
know,
do.
like it's like what are we? It's like if they're doing, it's like that's also because that's what they say about like importance of like representation, because it's like to like before like them Kanye did it. It's like think of like to like them Kanye, they were crazy enough to like not even see something but believe in it. But it's like now we see Virgil in the position that he's in, and we're like, oh, he likes t-shirts and hoodies like me.
Yeah.
He's the designer at Louis Vuitton. It gives us perspective, makes us, if he did it, like what? He likes the same thing I like, I could do it.
Yeah.
So it's like, for them, they had to, like for us, for like you guys, you had to like invent the idea in your head and build it. But like you guys are doing things for kids that they're like what? Like they are doing it. So I could obviously do it. So it's
Do
like,
you think that's like where some people go wrong? Like say they look at like Zander or like Omnes, be like, yo, like since they're doing it, I can do it, and that's where they kind of go wrong. Instead of going out, like trying something else. You know what I mean? Or like say like they look at like Supreme and
I
stuff.
think
or, like,
I think you
Virgil.
have definitely like the way I looked at it is like you have to look at it as a broader perspective. Like I'm really into like sports like basketball, but like I know I'm never gonna make the NBA.
Yeah.
But like you can take like someone's drive, like my favorite player is Dwayne Wade. Like you can take his drive, but like you can put that in
it's
something
something we
else.
love.
Cooking.
Yeah.
And it's like
Cooking.
I'll never be a rapper. I am so musically inept. It's unreal. But like I can look at like I can look at someone like I don't know like Chief Keef and like man I love Chief Keef and
He's
like
got
the way
drive. He's got drive.
like how he became an OG at like
He's
16
24
years
right now.
old.
He's 24.
Yo, that's crazy,
Wow.
bro.
Like, it
I thought this man was like,
makes no
oh.
Man, it's like it's stuff like that like you,
Yes.
like I guess
Yo,
like,
what's
He's 24 years old.
That's
It
crazy.
makes no
Yo, I didn't know how young
sense.
Pop Smoke was. That's crazy.
Pop
how
Smoke was
young he
20. I went.
But
Pop
that's
Smoke-
how he carried himself. I thought this man was 35.
Yeah.
That's a
it's
prime
also
example.
picture like the carrying yourself. It's like Pop Smoke. Like I feel like Pop Smoke's death really hurt me in like a way more than like it should have.
Bro, X's death really hurt me because that
That
guy
That
was,
one.
and like I didn't listen to his music enough
I
for
felt
me to be like,
I literally felt,
it
like
hurts, but it hurt.
I haven't like felt someone die. Like when XXX died, I
When
felt
XXX
it.
that was on my bed, like I did.
I
don't
felt
think I
it
left that
hurt,
night.
man.
I
Like
felt
that whole
it.
evening,
so
I
many
was just
people.
Yo,
Like,
he
he
was-
dared to make music that was so different and so like unique.
Yeah.
Almost too different.
It was
Yeah.
hard. Like I feel like he paved the way for a lot of people, and it's just like,
Definitely.
you know what? I love
At least I
what
started
did.
something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true.
That shit
But like
goes
I
into
love what you
regret
said about. I
killing.
love what you said about like.
Regret, which is one
That
reason.
shit's scary.
Which is one reason why I would rather die than be 30 or like 50 and see what if.
Yeah.
No,
If
That
there's
shit's
anything
that
I
was
want
also
to
a
do,
reason. That
if
was
there's
also a reason
anything I
why
want to do,
why
I'ma
it
do
convinced
now.
both of us
But
to be like, okay, let's do it
then
then.
to like any like kid watching this, you're literally in the best position of your life to do anything. Why?
100%.
You live with your parents. You have nothing to lose.
Yeah, you
If you should follow your dreams and go, let's say right out of high school or even during high school, you follow your dreams and go do what you want to do, and you fail. You're literally 20. You pick up your life.
Trust
You
me.
If you
pick up your life.
fail, if you fail, like you're learning so
But that's the
much.
thing. But that's the thing.
Impossible.
It's-
Fail
no,
is young.
no, no,
You can't even fail.
There's so
That's
much
the
to
thing. That's
learn.
the
You
thing.
can't
That's the thing.
fail.
It's like if you fail or you feel like you failed, like let's say worst case scenario, you feel like you failed, you pick up your life, you go back to school, live the normal life. You know you tried.
You try.
So
there's no regret.
But like if you fail, it's like I feel like in this shit, it's no failure. You learn. Cause if you did the shit before and you fucked it up, you're like, okay, I did this, so I'm avoid this.
You
try
have to
again.
make mistakes to
You
You
have
try.
win.
It's like that's the best way to learn to me, to make mistakes, to fuck it up and be
It's
like.
a mindset thing.
Cause it's like if you,
Yeah.
cause like if you fucked it up, you know what you did to fuck it up. It's like okay, so next time I'm gonna do this, so I'm gonna do something different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you do that, it doesn't work. You tried.
Mhm.
It's like please don't expect anything to come easy.
I know.
Don't expect anything
Yo.
to come easy.
That's
If it comes, if it
That's
comes,
what-
People
yo,
just
that's
give
the
up too
thing.
easily. Like,
100%.
if it comes,
Give
if it
up.
comes
Is-
easy, the easier it came is the it will go
Easier.
2 times easier.
That's the thing. Back when we were talking about like all these clothing brands, all these T-shirt brands, it's like, yo, they're looking at like probably looking at Matt or us, and
Yeah.
they're like, yo, look how easy this shit is. Let me do this shit.
Yeah, they
and
try.
then they hit a fucking.
It's
Bro, because people don't know that we've been doing it since 2012.
I know. It's
Yo.
like it's time.
Well, it's like people want to make a T-shirt. They want to open a store, but do they really want to run a business? Do they really want to run a company?
Yo, this
Yeah.
shit's tough.
It's-
It
Like,
comes all
it's
down
not-
to
it's-
right?
It's all about passion.
It's
It's like
about
if you
the-
care about it's like for me to reach this level I have reached now, I have been asked Matthew. Ask him how he used to dress when we used to go in the car and go to his house.
Gas.
I'd be like, yo, like you guys know so much about fashion, like you like you're so knowledgeable of fashion, but like you just don't show it.
before I started
That's
but I feel like that was my learning stage because I'm like if I don't know enough I'm not gonna
We're also very young, so it's also like
yeah it's
Crazy.
also like Blue Note jeans
Yeah.
is like fire. It's like when I
Yeah.
Yeah.
so it's like from going it's all a process over time because like think about Virgil's 35. He's been doing it for
The better
15
half of
it's like we just know.
Bro, I seen the picture with Virgil and Kanye when he's
That's the
wearing
thing.
polo.
That's what blows people crazy is like when they see an old picture of Virgil, it's like, yo, he was with Kanye.
He was with-
Bro, he's been doing it
With
for
the
like
glasses,
14.
you know the
He's
picture?
been doing it for yes,
With
he
the
did for
big
like
glasses?
14, like
Crazy.
13, 14
Bro,
years.
wearing big ass
No one
pants
knew who
and-
the fuck he was. So the whole shit is all grind. It's like you have to
gotta
sit
work
down,
your
like you have to
ass
sit
off.
down, and like. But then again, if you love it, it don't feel like work.
Yeah.
That's
There
what
you
it's
go.
like. If you love it,
Yeah.
it doesn't feel like, it's like, bro, I'm just living, like I'm having fun. It's like, if you love it, it doesn't feel like work. But like, if you can find it, whatever it is, whether you love cooking, or you want to be a nurse, you want to help people, or like you want to be, it's like, and like most times people always say,
We're
oh,
talking about that. I'm sorry for cutting you. So we're talking about that in the group chat about like nursing. I fucking hate I don't hate nurses. I just hate the people that go into that. Because if you notice, being a nurse
it's a cop out.
you're no.
I feel like
No.
it's a cop out.
Chill. Being a nurse is a service. You're literally going to help people who are sick. Like, what do these people need the most? Kindness and just you taking care of them. But then, all these popular girls from high school that don't really know what they want to do go into nursing. And now, they're treating people like shit when they're sick, when they need the best possible treatment. So it's like, first off, you didn't really evaluate yourself to see what you were good at and what you like. Just because we need nurses because people fall sick and like we need this, so you're going into this. And now the people that need kindness the most, you're treating them like shit because that's just who you are. And it's just like, why? Like
The
why?
reasoning behind it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I know what
but
you're saying.
but
Like,
so-
you have to be like a caretaker person.
Yeah, so you
That's
have
what I'm
to
saying.
first
Yeah,
spot,
exactly.
in the
That's
first
what,
place,
that's
to
what
take care of the
it's like find what it is you care about. And if you don't know, think about when you were 6 years old, what you were doing for pure fun and pleasure with no influence. No one was telling you what to do. No one. Think about it. Everyone has it.
Bro, I made a shirt when I was small. I got one at Staples, and I begged my mom, like, please, can you buy me the paper that, like, you know,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
print it on,
Yeah.
Bro, she still has that shirt, and she was wearing it like not too long ago. And I literally, like, I looked at her
See-
and I just gave my mom a big hug.
See, that's what
That's
I'm saying.
what- that's what
I'm
you're
Bro,
supposed
I made
to
that
do.
in like grade like 6.
That's what I'm saying. It's like think about when you were
I
6
begged
years
her.
old. Whatever it is you were doing for pure fun, love, and enjoyment,
And no one told you
no one
do
told
that.
you don't do. No one's
We
It was
live-
a
influencing you.
Google image.
We live in a day and age where you can literally monetize almost every single
Everything.
People learn it. Google.
And
Man,
dead ass.
Teach yourself anything.
It's like
Oh, this guy's one of the best filmmakers
This
in
guy's one of the best
Hamilton.
filmmakers.
He didn't go to school.
Nobody. He went to health and
But that's
wellness.
what I'm saying. It's like people like it's like whenever Matthew gets those DMs like what you manufacture, I'm like, bro.
What are you talking about?
Like,
No, it's like first off, look for something else to do.
Yeah.
you don't
Because
care
if you
enough.
wanted to know how to manufacture,
You
you
would
would find.
ask.
You would find.
You wouldn't
You would
ask,
find
you
your
wouldn't
way.
ask.
You would find if you
There's
really
no-
wanted
there's no
to.
shortcuts, right?
It's no
There are
shortcuts
no
in this.
people are trying to get
And like I don't even know who
shortcuts.
manufactures his stuff, and I'm with him like every day.
Yeah, I don't even know where he gets
So,
his stuff manufactured.
how
So
do
why
you
do you
expect
think
him
he's
to
gonna
tell
tell you?
Honestly, only I know.
Keep it
Like
that
the
way.
manufacturer, but like it's not by like design. Like if they asked me, I'd tell them. Or if they wanted to make something,
If I wanted to make something,
I'd 100%,
I know like Matthew
like,
put me on.
I'd do it. Like,
But it's like I'm
it's
not someone that like I'm literally trying
yeah,
to like make shorts, like the shorts I'm trying
Like-
to make. Like I'm making shorts by learning it on YouTube. Like I'm learning this by myself, like in my room, like
It's
trying.
like if
to
you care
do
about
shit.
it enough and you really want to, you would
You'll
probably.
I
find
think,
a way.
like, relating back to that, like, because I feel like there's a lot of like stigma where like I've heard it. I'm sure maybe you guys have heard it, like of saying like how things are like feel like cliquey or whatnot. But I don't know, like, I was strangers with these guys. I did not know them, and I worked with them for a year, and we never didn't speak. Like not even a word. We just work.
Yeah.
And it was only till after like I started getting to know them, and then we became best friends. Like everyone's like strangers. It's like I think like relating back to like DMs and emails about like asking where do I get my stuff made, blah blah blah. It's like I think it's like if you're coming across in that perspective where you like want to network with someone and work with someone, I think you have to look at it as like what type of value can I provide them for them to provide value back. It's like I think that's like I don't know,
Yeah.
and I think that also relates to like self-awareness too, like analyzing yourself. It's
100%.
I think
It's like
Self-awareness.
Yeah.
self-awareness is so important, and some people just don't have it, and it's like that should be the like you should be able to sit back and be like,
This
is this
what I
this
want.
it? Like is this what I want to put myself image like behind? Like is this what I want to attach myself to? Because it's like even like most people DM us to like take photos, and I'm like, okay, like I know I'm nothing, but like if I'm in a photo with you, I know people are gonna see it. That's a given. Like I know people are gonna see it. So it's like if I'm bringing my audience and myself to the photo, but you can't take photos, so what are you bringing to me?
It's literally this one girl that like DM'd me, like, oh, we should do an art show. And I go on an IG page and I'm like, you can't even take photos, so why am I doing an art show with you? Like, no disrespect to her, like I literally DM'd her. I'm like,
a serious question.
I'm like, go, learn how to take photos, be the best photographer in the world you can be, and you wouldn't have to look for people to do art shows with you. They would look for you. It's all exchange, cause it's like that's all what like collaboration is.